Hi guys, I'm Steve Sims with the Am XRC Max group right here. Here setting up an RC car right now with the Fox recommendation settings. We're at Adrenaline Motorsports here in Casa Grande. So what we're going to do is show you guys how we're doing this. So right now, if we get started over here, this is what your factory height is right now. It's you know, I'm gonna get a tape real fast. I'll show you what the factory height is. This is only for the RS and the RCs. So you can see in the middle of this right here, you put your tape there and you come up there, is about 2.5 inches. So we're going to actually show you on the other side here what we're doing for the front, and we'll put it all together for you. So let's step over to the other side here. So actually you can see right here, we're 3.5 inches, and actually we're going to go a little bit more because of the settling on these springs. So if you can see that, you go right down here in the middle of this, stick your tape in there, measure, and that is actually where we're going to be, and then we'll set the crossovers later on. So I'm going to show you how to unscrew these. So come back to the other side. You're going to take a hammer and a screwdriver. You're going to stick the screwdriver in here. You're going to tap it and unscrew this, and you're going to go counterclockwise. Okay, you want to make sure your tire is off the ground here, fully extended with the jack. Make sure you can turn the tire and it's off. So then we're going to loosen these crossovers that are down here on the front. Go counterclockwise, come down on them a little bit, and we're going to lower these things down a little bit. And what we're going to do is now we're going to grab the spring and we're going to turn the spring. And if you can see up here as I turn it, show them up here. I'm turning the spring. You see how that thing goes, and it's going down. It's compressing the spring. So we're going to get that distance of 3.5 to 4 inches, and I'm going about almost 4 inches down from here to there, here to the center of those two brackets. So I'm going to keep doing it. We'll come back here in a minute, show you what it looks like, and then we'll step up and do the back. Thank you. Alright guys, so we're doing the back right now, Fox tune on a 2-seater RC. So we're going to go ahead and break this one loose up above here, this ring, get it up higher, snap it in, and then you break over the crossover rings, lower these things down, get them lowered down a little bit, and then what we're going to do, lower that down, and then we're going to take the spring here, and we're going to turn it counterclockwise. So what we're going to do is get the measurement from the bottom of the spring all the way to the top of the spring right here on the plate, and we're going to go 30.5 inches. So we'll give you a measurement from the top all the way down here shortly, but I'll come back to you here when we're done. Hey guys, so we're back here. We're just wrapping up. We got Lorenzo over here with Adrenaline. He's helping me out get this Fox tune done. We call him Fabio. Anyways guys, so we lowered this down here. We got the spring tension. This right here is 31 from up here at the very top. Show them up here. Show them up here. So up here guys, from here down to the bottom of the spring is 30.5 inches. So we're going to measure, take a measuring tape, and what we're going to do is come up at the top up here, and we're going to measure down. And we're going to say it's 6.25 inches for the top of that. So we should be, and if we go in the center of this little, come down here. So if we go in the center of this and stick our tape in between here and come up, we should be 6.5 inches till we come to the black ring up here. If you can see that up there guys, she'll show you. Hope you can see that ring, 6.5 inches. Now we're going to set the car down, and we're going to set the crossover rings. You cannot set the crossover rings until the car is completely down. So we're going to come right back to you. We'll show you how to do that. Thank you. So guys, we're back here. We're finishing up the last little bit of this. And what we got here is Lorenzo is going to come here and show you where he has measurements on the crossovers. So go ahead and get in tight there. Show them what you have on the crossovers.
So the measurement you have to grab from the bottom of the top spring all the way to the bottom of the crossover ring, which is gonna put you to 5.5.
So we're to the 5.5. We're basically 5.5 is somewhere right in there. As long as you get it pretty close, you're good. And that's how you set your crossover rings on the the RCs and the RSs. This is not for the base model. This is just for the RCs, and if you have any questions on the base model or the DS, we're going to come up with one too that will set it up. This is for 2017, 18, and 19. So 20s, no longer do you have to do this. They're already pre-set up. So we're going to go to the front side here in a minute. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back here. So we just adjusted the front crossover rings, and we'll show you where you measure from here. So what you do is you come from the top of the spring where the color is, and you come to the bottom of the crossover, and that's 3 inches. So if you do it to the middle, it would be 2.5 inches right there. You can see that, 2.5 inches. So pretty simple. All you do is then you tighten it back up with a screwdriver and bang it in, and it's pretty easy. So anyways, guys, that's the Fox recommendations tunes for the X3, RC, and the RS models. One thing I want to talk to you guys, a lot of these guys have problems with saggage of the springs. The 2020s do not come that way anymore. Basically, they're set up already with this. They have a longer spring. The spring up here is actually a longer coil. Has about 2 on the 2020. You could probably buy this little piece off the 2020s. You might be able to do that, or you can upgrade to a shock therapy shock or an I-box spring. Anyways, the tie down to keep your shocks from sagging. A lot of people say they sag all the time. Well, there's some hooks right here that come underneath here, some hooks that you see, these hooks, and people grab these and they pull it down. What that does is back up for a little bit. Go. It compresses these springs downward when you pull this down. So if you can grab from here and tie it down, or grab somewhere else, another location, try to grab. I grab mine from here, pull it straight down, and then on the back, we'll show you on the back. If you can use your suspension parts to grab it and hold it, is much better than trying to compress these springs. You'll keep your sagging minimal, and it'll make it last, and you'll have a much better ride with these Fox suspensions. As you can see, stock, they come about 14 inches high. With doing this tune here, you actually get yourself about 16 inches high. This will settle down. It just came off jack, so right now it's sitting real high. We can take a look at this one over here. This is a max, and you can see the difference here. You know, you're running right there about 16 inches off the ground, and that's the Fox setup right there. So let's go back to the 2-seaters here. On the back, there again, guys. If you can grab from your pull plate and tie your ties down here, and rather than pulling down from your grab bar, which is right here, instead of grabbing this and pulling down on the spring, you're going to keep that from settling a lot more. They found out that when you start compressing these, it compresses the spring, and these things start sagging. So if you do that, you guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped. A lot of you guys have my number, or you can Facebook me, Am XRC Max page. I will be happy to help you, even on a 2-seater. So thank you again.